Hello everyone, my name is Geographic, and in this video I will try to tell you very briefly about Venezuela. The contents of our video will include introduction, history, geography, government, people and society, domestic issues, economy, and transnational issues. According to the Constitution of Venezuela, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela is free and independent, basing its moral property and values of freedom, equality, justice, and international peace on the doctrine of Simon Bolivar, their liberator. The key players in the modern history of Venezuela are Hugo Chavez, President of Venezuela from 1999 until his death in 2013, and Nicolas Maduro, President of Venezuela since 2013 until these days. The history of Venezuela is really interesting and peculiar. Here's the timeline of key events. Let's look at some of them. In 15th century, Christopher Columbus visited Venezuela. Then it becomes inhabited by Carib, Arawak, and Chibcha peoples. From 16th to 19th century, Venezuela is colonized by Spain. In 1830, Venezuela secedes from Gran Colombia and becomes a new independent country. In 20th century, Venezuela becomes world's largest oil exporter. In 1998, new President Hugo Chavez established parties, launched new constitution, new social policies, and anti-US foreign policy. In 2006, President Hugo Chavez finds its new strategic partner, Russia. In 2010, economic problems begin, crisis starts. In 2016 until today, hundreds of thousands of people take part in the protests in Caracas, calling for the removal of President Maduro. Venezuela is located in South America. It's surrounded by Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea on the north, and bordered by Colombia, Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. Venezuela is ranked 34th in the world in terms of territory. Its capital city is Caracas. The power in the country has to be divided into the three branches: judicial, executive, and legislative. Highest court is Supreme Tribunal of Justice, consists of 33 judges. The chief of state, as well as head of government, is Nicolas Maduro. Unicameral National Assembly consists of 167 seats. Members serve 5-year term. Population is 31 million people. Ethnic groups are Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Arab, German, African, and indigenous people. Spanish is official language, and there are numerous indigenous dialects. Roman Catholics are 96% out of the whole population. There are a lot of important domestic issues now in Venezuela. For example, unfair elections and protests against President Maduro. Poverty. One report estimated in March 2019 says that 94% of Venezuelans live in poverty, and that 1/4 of Venezuelans need some form of humanitarian assistance. Corruption. In 2018, Transparency International ranked Venezuela among the top 13 most corrupt countries in the world. The socio-economic and political crisis is marked by hyperinflation, escalating starvation, diseases, crimes, mortality rates, and massive immigration from the country. The main industries in Venezuela are oil and petroleum products, agricultural products, livestock, raw materials, machinery equipment, transport equipment, construction materials, etc. Population below poverty line is more 20%. Unemployment rate is more than 27%. There are a lot of transnational issues in Venezuela. However, the most important one is tensions with the United States. There are also maritime boundary problems with Colombia and Guyana. There exists human trafficking problem, illicit drugs problem, and problem with refugees. The most important trading and military ally of Venezuela after Brazil is Russia. Russia presently recognizes the President of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, who is not universally recognized as such. Russia and Venezuela have a lot of bilateral documents about cooperation between the two nations. Here are the references. If you would like to read more and check the information, you can visit this website and read by yourself. And that is all. Thank you for your attention. I hope that you liked this video and it was useful for you. See you in the next video. Goodbye!